In this video, we're going to be looking at the kettlebell swing. So first point, the kettlebell swing is not a squat in action, like so. The kettlebell swing is a hip hinge, so hips back, hips forward, squeeze the glutes hard, extending the hips. So this down and up movement, with the knees bending too much, takes away from that drive. We want to get the hips back and extend hard here. So let's have a look at a couple of reps. We've got the kettlebell. The handle is referred to the horn. A good setup is standing backwards of the kettlebell. From there, hinge at the hips, grab the kettlebell, bring it onto its side. From there, we pull it back, high in the hips. So that's the second fault we see. People have the arms low in the hips, all the loads on the lower back. So we want the hips back so the arms are high in the groin. So pull the kettlebell, grip it tight, right high in the hips, and swing to chest height. So we don't want too much knee bend, but there will be some knee bend naturally occurring as we come back to this position. Again, hands or arms high in the hips. From there, I'm extending the hips, bringing the kettlebell to chest height. That's a Russian swing. There is an American swing, which is easier to judge, which involves us taking the kettlebell overhead, either with straight arms or we bend the arms slightly and press it overhead. One of the problems with the American swings, although it's good for sport like CrossFit, where they need to judge the movement, is that as we're taking the kettlebell overhead, it often detracts from the hip extension. So rather than concentrating on extending the hips hard, we're concentrating on taking the kettlebell overhead. So I prefer the Russian version of the swing. If the kettlebell is going past chest height with ease, it just goes to show you could go a little bit heavier. Let's have a look at a couple more reps. First back swing, nice and high in the groin, right between the legs. Point to note when it comes to breathing for the kettlebell swing, normally we perform concentric exhalation. So during a squat, we squat down, breathe out during the concentric phase on the way up. With the kettlebell swing, it can make sense to reverse this. So as we're in the bent over position and our rib cage is depressed, we might breathe out. As we extend up to the top, which is essentially the concentric phase, we can breathe in because our rib cage is elevated. So let's have a look at that breathing pattern. Which is a great breathing strategy when going for higher reps.